So we're talking now about the difference between that active and passive candidate. Where we come in as a retained executive search firm is a much different approach than that active recruitment, and talk a bit about that.
Yeah, retained executive search is more of a consultative approach. It's less transactional. The idea of a contingent recruiter is and will always have a place in our industry.
Mm-hmm.
The advantage of going with a retained executive search is that there are a series of strategic advantages that you are allowed. The idea that you're going to be working with a team that is very directed to an ultimate outcome. There is no stop on a retained executive search. The contingent approach, I have had someone say to me once and thought it was the perfect analogy. It's like throwing resumes like frisbees and just hoping one catches. Whereas a retained executive search, you're assembling a team that comes up with a thesis and goes out and finds those kinds of resumes and is actively advising the client along the way in the process.
Yep.
If we get close on a search or a hire with one candidate and we mess it up, part of our job in that process is hopefully not mess it up. But if we do, find the learning moments and going back and bending the ear of the hiring team to say, hey, we were close and here's where we missed.
Yeah, I think that is probably one of the biggest things that I've used this term in the past. I want to demystify about executive searches. They come to us with a set position, a job description that they want, a checklist, all boxes checked. We bring them the market reality. That is, you want this. What's available is this. Let's try and meet in the middle.
Spot on.
And consultatively work together to decide how far to each side we can go.
Yep. And, part of the retained experience is just that, experience. The folks that have been doing retained oftentimes have been doing this much longer than those folks that are just getting into the industry and may have cracked in the contingent space. Mm-hmm. So there's a we'll call it silver hair or gray hair that comes with having done this for a while. And
I see a few in there.
Yeah, a few.
Yeah.
Which ones are left?
Yeah.
No, it's a maturity of our industry, and it is the mature approach in our industry, and majority of mature companies go about it this way.
Mm-hmm.